In this video, we will discuss autoclaves and see what is the heat source in an autoclave, what is an autoclave used for, what is the working principle, and in the last, what is an autoclave cycle. So let's start. Hi guys, welcome to my channel with another video. What is an autoclave? Introduction. An autoclave is a critical and essential piece of equipment in the pharma industry, mainly used in the injectable department. It is used to purify atoms by killing microorganisms and eliminating contaminants. Its main purpose is to sterilize different atoms used in the sterile production process, and that comes in direct contact with the product or process during manufacturing and packaging. Heat source. Let's discuss about the heat source in autoclave. That is how high temperature is achieved in an autoclave. In an autoclave, steam is used as a heat source. Steam of appropriate temperature is injected into the chamber, which creates the desired temperature. Steam is injected inside the chamber with high pressure, and the high pressure assists in achieving the desired temperature. Because the temperature of steam is 100 degrees centigrade, and to achieve temperature above 100 degrees centigrade, its pressure needs to be increased. And this is according to various chemical laws. Since the steam is applied with pressure, the chamber must be airtight and capable of bearing high pressure. Otherwise, the chamber will explode and cause destruction. The sterilization temperature of an autoclave is variable and mainly depends on the item being processed. If the item being processed can bear high temperature, they are subject to high temperature. On the contrary, if the item being processed cannot bear high temperature, they are sterilized at low temperatures. The temperature is recorded for record purpose so that the same can be presented to the regulatory authorities during their inspection. In this application, the temperature is recorded versus time, such as per 20 seconds, 30 seconds, or other required interval. Application. Let's discuss application of autoclave and see what applications are they being used. Sterile products like other dosage forms come in human contact, but their level of contact is much serious and direct as compared to other forms. Sterile products come in contact with the veins that affect the human in less time, and the scale of effective is also high as compared to other dosage forms. So, for this purpose, these products must be manufactured, maintained, stored, and supplied with a high degree of purity to prevent contamination, and part of the process is the autoclaving of these items. Some items that can be sterilized in the autoclave include glassware, stainless steel items, wearable items, plastic items, and products. Glassware. Various types of glassware are common in sterile product manufacturing and are used at various stages such as manufacturing, packaging, and accessories. One example is a glass jar which is used in solution related processes such as manufacturing and transferring of solution from one step to another. Different volumes of glass jar are used depending on the capacity of the batch. Another example is glass tubing, which is used to connect different parts of instrument with the main machine. Stainless steel items. Stainless steel is an integral part of manufacturing process due to its suitability and non-hazardous nature to the pharma product. For this reason, all the equipment or accessories of all dosage forms in pharma, including the injectables, are made with stainless steel. A common example is filtration assembly used to house filter to filter out particles. One more reason is that stainless steel can easily bear high temperatures and does not change its metallic properties or damage its outer surface. Wearable items. Wearable items are worn by personnel working in the area to prevent contamination from human bodies such as sweat, hairs, and other particles. These wearables cover the entire body as long as they are worn. An example is a dongri used to cover the human body from head to foot. Wearables must be sterile every after manufacturing process or cycle. Plastic items. Plastic items are also common in sterile processes and are used during product filling and manufacturing. Likewise, they must also be sterilized to prevent contamination through these items. Product filled containers. Some products need terminal sterilization, that is, after they have been manufactured and filled into final finished packaging. Working principle. Let's discuss working principle of the autoclave and see how it works. The working of an autoclave is based on microbial lethality. It is a term used to represent the ability of a steam to kill, inactivate, remove, and destroy microorganisms. The steam's ability to achieve microbial lethality is highly dependent on the time during which steam is applied. If high temperature is applied, then it will reduce the time of application. However, if lower temperature is applied, it would have to increase the time of application of steam to achieve the steam lethality. Autoclave cycle. Let's discuss autoclave cycle. That is, what is the sequence of a typical autoclave? Autoclave operate in a sequence of steps, and this sequence is called cycle. For an effective autoclave cycle, a sequence must have to be accurate and timely. Because if there is any fault or error in these small steps, the end cycle of the autoclave is unsatisfactory. Commonly, the autoclave cycle is divided into pre-vacuum, sterilization, and post-vacuum. Pre-vacuum. In pre-vacuum stage, a vacuum is created inside the autoclave chamber by removing all air inside through a vacuum pump. After the vacuum of the desired value is achieved, steam is filled into the chamber to break the vacuum. There are two main reasons for the pre-vacuum. First is to remove any air pocket inside the chamber because these air pockets restrict the flow of steam in them and thereby offering resistance to achieving high temperature. And other reason for pre-vacuuming is that material inside. Another reason is pre-warming the material inside and to cause a smooth increase of temperature inside. Sterilization. Sterilization is the middle step in the process, and in this stage, steam enters the chamber until the desired temperature is achieved. Pressure is also controlled to assist in temperature across the chamber. When temperature and pressure are according to the specification, sterilization is started. Since sterilization temperature has to be remain for a specific time, a timer starts to ensure temperature for a specific time. Post vacuum. Post vacuum is the last step in the process, and this stage is activated after the sterilization timer has elapsed. In this stage, steam is removed from the chamber through the vacuum pump. Steam removal through a vacuum pump facilitates cooling and normalizing chamber pressure. Thank you for watching. I hope you really enjoyed this video. Please subscribe the channel and hit the bell icon so that you immediately know whenever there is a new video. You can also read this article on Pharmaspec's website. Link of the article is also mentioned in the description.